The sustainability of India's control over Jammu and Kashmir, (J&K), in the event of a war depends on multiple factors, including military preparedness, geopolitical dynamics, internal stability, and international pressure. Here's an analysis based on the today's situation. Military presence and preparedness. J&K is one of the most militarized regions globally, with a heavy deployment of Indian security forces to counter insurgency and external threats. The Indian Army has conducted extensive counterinsurgency operations, such as Operation Sarp-Vinash, targeting militant hideouts in the Pir Panjal region. The line of control, LOC, remains a volatile boundary with frequent skirmishes between Indian and Pakistani forces. India has demonstrated its military resolve in past conflicts, e.g., the 1999 Kargil War, and retains strategic advantages in terrain and logistics. 2. Internal stability and insurgency. The region has witnessed a prolonged insurgency since 1989, with freedom fighters groups like Hizbul Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Taiba operating with alleged Pakistani support. While India has weakened some factions, sporadic violence persists. Post-2019 revocation of Article 370, India intensified counter-terror operations, but dissent remains, particularly in the Kashmir Valley. A full-scale war could exacerbate unrest, but India's security apparatus is structured to suppress large-scale rebellions. 3. Geopolitical and diplomatic factors. Pakistan has historically supported Kashmiri separatists diplomatically and militarily, exposing India's control as illegal occupation, ground realities and human rights. In a war scenario, Pakistan would likely amplify insurgent activities, but India's stronger conventional military and nuclear deterrence could limit escalation. International reactions would vary. While Pakistan seeks UN intervention, India frames J&K as an internal matter, citing the Simla Agreement, 1972, to bilateralize the dispute. Major powers like the US have been cautious, focusing on de-escalation. 4. Economic and logistical sustainability. India's infrastructure investments, e.g., roads, railways like the Udhampur-Srinagar line, enhance military mobility. Hydroelectric projects, e.g., Baglihar Dam, Kishanganga plant, also bolster resource control. However, prolonged conflict could strain resources, especially if supply lines are disrupted or global sanctions are imposed. 5. Potential outcomes. Short-term, India could try to sustain control through large military positioning, approximately 1 million, deploy more troops and domestic black laws frameworks, e.g., Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Long-term, a protracted war might lead to international pressure or humanitarian crises, weakening India's grip. Demographic changes, e.g., domicile laws post-2019, could also alter local dynamics.
Third-party interventions, China's involvement, e.g., border skirmishes in 2020, or U.S. EU sanctions over human rights could alter India's calculus. Hybrid warfare, Pakistan's use of cyber attacks, border close, airspace close, sea routes close, international pressure, expose India, and proxy groups, e.g., Lashkar-e-Taiba, could destabilize India's hold without triggering conventional war. Conclusion. India's ability to sustain control during war hinges on 1. Military dominance, quick containment of Pakistani offensives and insurgent activity. 2. Local legitimacy, addressing Kashmiri grievances, e.g., autonomy, rights abuses, to reduce rebellion. 3. Diplomatic shields, balancing relations with the US, Russia, and Gulf states to limit international backlash. However, a protracted conflict risks humanitarian disasters, global condemnation, and internal fragmentation, making sustainability a fluid and contingent outcome. The region's future remains tethered to unresolved historical grievances, geopolitical rivalries, and the unresolved question of self-determination.